Hi.
Okay, so
Hi.
after this short video, I'm gonna do the introduction, and then after that, I'm gonna tell you to tell a bit about yourself. Okay. Right. Okay, so we're live. Right. Welcome to Masters of Malaysian Cuisine. I'm Chef Noman Musa, and essentially we have like two great chefs from a different corner of the world. So we have the Chef Rene from Dubai, and also we have Chef Zamri from Malaysia, from Subang Jaya. So,
Hi. Hello.
say
Hi.
hello
Hi.
to everyone. Yeah. Okay. So as usual,
Hi,
don't
everyone.
forget to,
Hi, Rene.
Hi.
as
Hi,
usual,
Zamri. Welcome.
as usual, don't forget to tell us where you're watching from. So obviously, I'm from the Netherlands, in The Hague. Yeah. So of course, and if you have any questions to ask to our chef, yeah. So so you're welcome to do so. Especially anything that you need to know about the dish that Chef Rene is going to be cooking today. So Rene, you're going to be cooking the mixed seafood curry. Is that right? Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great. So we're gonna talk a bit more about this seafood curry, and then of course, Chef Zam's gonna do the cook along with the Chef Rene. But before that,
All right,
let's watch this quick video. About the Taylor's University. Okay.
Welcome to Taylor's University.
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 Should be there shortly.
Today, we're going to get hands-on with these racing cars. Today, we're live streaming with a chef from France. Today, you'll judge what happens next. Today's about collaborative brainstorming. Today, we take on research that changes lives. Today was a success.
At Taylor's, we strive to provide more than just an education. We equip our students with the skills and attitudes to become successful entrepreneurs and leaders. The value of our degrees is also enhanced by our high-impact, internationally recognized research. Our growing reputation for both teaching and research is placing Taylor's on course to become one of Asia's elite universities.
Right, we're back on. Okay, not yet. Not yet. Good job. Right, we're back on. So a couple of things that I want to remind you. If you haven't signed up to our to a newsletter, mailing list, you can go to www.malaysianchef.com/join today. And of course, we have our third e-magazines that's due out this week with all the recipes from all the 8 chefs. Yeah, so that's something that you don't want to miss out because, of course, you can cook all these recipes at home. and of course you can tag us on social media. Okay, right. So let's get to know our chef, right? So Chef Rene. So of course, I mean, you have told many of our fans or followers before that you're based in Dubai and all that. So you want to tell a bit more about yourself? So how long have you been in Dubai?
So hi everyone, good afternoon from Dubai. Okay, from the Middle East. So I think good evening. More, it's almost 4 p.m. I think in Malaysia, down in Malaysia.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bit early
Yes.
for Chef Norman. So yeah, welcome. So good to be back again to our viewers. So basically, I'm based in Dubai in UAE. I had also I was in Abu Dhabi for 2 years previously. Now 11 years now I'm in UAE in Dubai itself. So I've been basically around with few hotels, local hotels around here, international hotels, also few restaurants. Been doing Mediterranean, few Malaysian in between. I did a lot of food Malaysian promotion previously before. I was in Chile, Santiago, in even I was in down in Holland, but I was in Rotterdam
Right.
and Amsterdam.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But not The Hague.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
Great.
collaboration down there. A few places down
Yeah.
in Mauritius, Vietnam, a few other places around. So good to to talk and to promote Malaysian food. Being a Malaysian
Good.
myself, being far out of Malaysia, out of home, right? So it's always good to talk about our own food, right? Our heart and also our own food. So
Yeah.
basically, what I'm doing now, I'm based with DoubleTree Hilton in Business Bay.
Yeah.
So pass by, if you come and visit us, pass by,
Yeah.
say hello to me. Or more, some of you can learn bahasa Malaysia, say selamat datang or apa khabar, right? So
Yeah.
when you see me, when you pass by, or even you visit Malaysia, you can use that verb. So at least you sound like a Malaysian, right?
Yeah.
So
And
today
and
we're gonna.
you took a day off just to cook for us today, right?
Yes, I took my day off today just to cook for you guys,
That's,
right? Just to share my recipe
that's very
today.
kind of you. Good, good, good.
Yeah,
Okay,
most
good.
welcome. I mean,
Right.
this is
Good. Okay, so we're going to talk about your dish after this, but let's get to know our Chef Chef Zamri, right? So good to meet you, right? So I haven't met you. Well,
Yes.
we have a bit of a history actually because Chef Zam's wife, Sue, worked for as a photographer for New States Time. Okay, so that's how I met her first. Then she introduced me to Chef Zam. Okay, and then Chef Zam obviously is a lecturer at Taylor's University, and then I did my first cooking show, isn't it, at Taylor's University, the
Yes.
lifestyle
In
university.
here.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
place.
So that was 9 years ago. So, but anyway, it's not about me; it's about you today. So, yeah, let's talk about you. So, how long have you teach at Taylor's University? Yeah, so tell a bit more about you then.
Okay, guys. Hello. Hi. Hi, everybody. Okay. I've been with Taylor's for about 11 years now. All right. Teaching culinary, pastry, bakery, everything that got manger. Because I was like, what you call jack of the trade, everything. So I started in the pastry. All right. Working in Singapore. Carlton Hotel, Singapore. Then I moved on to Cebu, Sarawak with a 3-star hotel in Cebu. And then after that, I joined cruise ship, Queen Elizabeth II. And I bet Queen Elizabeth II docking as a, hotel in Dubai. All right, I've been with the ship for about 5 years. And then a few, private yacht. And then after that, go back to KL and with Taylor's for 11 years.
Wow,
It's quite a journey.
Okay.
It's quite a journey.
So you have traveled a lot anyway before you settled down at Taylor's, right? Okay, right.
Right.
Yeah. So okay, so Rene, let's talk about the dish that you're going to be cooking today then. So yeah, go on.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, by the way, Chef Zamri, you were mentioning about the QE2. Yeah, now it's docked here in Dubai. So they made a hotel out of it and a few restaurants down there. Yeah. It's quite interesting to pass by and look at it like, okay, the QE2 is here. So next time, if you pass by, you can visit. So so now we go into the dish that I'm going to cook today.
Okay. So guys, before
we
you
have
start, sorry, Rene, before you start, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Jackie to bump me up. So you can get both screens, bigger screens, so the viewers
Sure.
can see clearly. Okay. So
right.
I'll see you shortly. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Have fun.
Okay. All right, Chef Zamri. So, and also the
All right.
viewers. So today we're gonna do the seafood, my version of mixed seafood curry. So basically, down in Malaysia, you have almost everywhere curry, but people always understand that it's fish curry, right? You have fish curry
Yes, correct.
everywhere, literally, right? From mamak stall to normal restaurants, Malay restaurants, even up to Chinese restaurants, Indian restaurants. It's about Malaysia. Okay, so it's a little bit different that I did today. What we're going to share today is mixed seafood curry. I'm using few varieties of seafood that I've shared with you the recipe, and the viewers, once you log in our website, you're going to be able to see, and we're going to share with you the recipes right after. And at the same time now, make sure you have your notes and view and see step by step on how we're going to prepare the seafood, the mixed seafood curry. So the mixed seafood curry today, all right, Chef Zamri, you have all the ingredients set
Yes.
for you?
Yes,
Yeah.
everything in front of me.
Yeah.
Nicely displayed.
So did you manage to get all the seafood variety?
Yes, indeed. Hopefully there's picture
Yeah.
here.
Okay. So yeah, so it's quite interesting that most of my ingredients, apart from the mussels, is actually locally sourced. I get it from here, the Gulf Ocean. Said, wow, your selection of seafood looks very nice.
Selection of
Look very
seafood,
fresh.
yeah.
Yeah, you have more than mine. So the seafood, as I mentioned, is locally sourced. That's why I make this mixed seafood curry. So the flavors of Malaysia, but using the ingredients that I get here, source it from here. So like I have the mackerel, the king mackerel, or also known as kingfish down here. Some places call it Spanish mackerel.
Okay.
And then the mussels, apart from the mussel is actually from New Zealand, the one I'm using, because it's hardly to get mussels down in the Gulf. There are a few, but they are quite small now. It's not the quite good season for it, because now it's very, very warm. It's the summer season right now in the UAE. And I have the Gulf prawns and also the blue crab. Okay, so we're going to use 4 types of seafood today. So that's why it's called mixed seafood curry. Okay, so let's go through
Very
few other
interesting.
ingredients. Yeah, normally people cook at home, as I mentioned, only fish curry, for example, right? Or
Yes, correct.
if you have a little bit extra on the coastal, you have extra maybe prawns or shrimp from the market. Maybe then you throw in some for your curry of the day, right?
Yeah, yes, that's right.
Okay, so let's go through the ingredient.
Okay.
All right, so here, I think in the recipe, I've divided 3 sections of the recipe, so that it's much more easier for you to understand how to break down the recipe, how to go through it, right? So the first will be the ingredients that we're going to slice and we're going to saute, all right, or going to sweat it. So we have the onion, garlic, we have ginger, we have the fresh tomatoes, we have obviously without curry leaf, it can't be curry, right? So it makes more of the flavors, the aroma of the curry to make it more exciting, more fresh, more vibrant, because the spice that we use are dry spices, right? In the old times, in Malaysia back home, maybe our late grandparents, grandmother, they used to grind fresh paste for curries. And even the spices, they grind fresh spices back home, right? So now you get powdered spices. So it's good to have fresh ingredients, all right, to enhance all these dry spices that we have. So we have okra today for the veg, and a little bit of fresh chili, okay, to build up a little bit of spice. But the fresh chili is not that spicy because the actual curry powder is already containing chili powder, right? So you don't want to have too much chili. It's just as a garnish and a flavor. Again, as I say, you have a fresh chili, it kinds of enhance the chili powder again in the powder. Okay, so the next ingredient on the dry ingredients that we have, as I mentioned, we have curry powder. Okay, back in Malaysia, you can find a few varieties. The one I'm using is actually Baba's. There's other brands that you can use back home, preferably this, because why? The spice level, the other ingredients inside, like the coriander, the cumin ingredient is more balanced as what to my liking. All right, but anywhere, whoever in other parts of the world, you might be able to find other brand. I think down in Australia, like Jackie used to do and use over there. Down in Australia, you have, I think, Smart City Spice. Maybe down in Holland, maybe later we can get Chef Norman to recommend us, right? How they can get the curry powder down there. Other places, maybe in the Europe, there's other brands, I would say. As long it's seafood or curry powder, fish curry powder, you'll be fine. Okay. Maybe the Madras curry powder would be also fine to use, but make sure you add at least 10% of turmeric powder in it, and 5% of coriander seeds, coriander powder, and additional chili powder. That's it. That's the difference of how our curry powder is, and also the Madras. All right. So here you also have the ingredient of I have mixed spice also, which is the we call it mixed halber. So we have fenugreek. All right, some of you right here. So you have fenugreek, mixed fenugreek. You have mustard seeds. You have sweet. What do you call this? Some fenugreek. Yeah. Then you have mustard seed. All right, and coriander seeds. Okay. So you have all the ingredients, Zamri, all set to go?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
In front of.
So I'm using.
Okay. Come on.
So today
Let's start
we're
it.
gonna use two types of tamarind. Yeah. So here you have the tamarind slice, the dry tamarind spice. All right, the sliced ones, and also the fresh or the paste that you mix into water. All right. In the recipe it says 350 ml of water with the tamarind, and you mix. Make sure you strain it prior. Okay. All right. So, Chef Zamri, how frequent do you cook curry back home?
You see, because cooking is not just a job, it's a passion. All right. So at home, if I do not do anything, I feel something missing. So I have to cook. Even my wife also said to me that she don't want to cook at home because there is a chef.
When you have a chef at home, you want the chef to cook, right? So the first things first. Let's start on the first step. So make sure you have your pot. All right. Any deep pot will be fine. Or if you have a pan, make sure your pan is deep, and also make sure it's efficient on the space based on your ingredient. Okay. If you cook for yourself, 1 person, 2 person, a small pot would be fine. Efficiently go for a medium pot so that you can cook extra and you can also enjoy it the next day, right? Or after. If you cook for lunch, you have for dinner. All right. So now, first things first, heat up the pot. Make sure the pot is hot. This is very important. You don't want to cook with cold pot, right? So we have some oil. The oil I'm using today is veg oil, all right, or corn oil. You can use also canola oil. So probably around 3 tablespoons up to 5 tablespoons. Yeah.
Right.
You can be generous on it. You can be generous on the oil because it will also help to cook up your spice later on, and to give the effect of the oil splits and shows that your spice is cooked. So later on, for the viewers, you might be wondering what we're talking about. So we'll go through and you will understand the split of the oil and the spice. Okay. So let's start with the A ingredient. Okay. You got the fresh ingredient earlier. So let's start with the onion. Slice the onion first. So you can just slice it. So here we have around 80 grams or 2 pieces of medium onion. Okay, Chef Zamri, you alright? You're working on your ingredient now? Yeah?
Yes, of course, Rene. I'm catching up.
All right. So the onions, what I have on the recipe right now is 2 onions, as I mentioned, or 80 grams. So on this recipe, all right, if you're not a fan of spice, probably, right? Or you like a mild curry, so you can always add additional or double up the onion. Okay. The tips of cooking curry is actually the onions to reduce the spice. So put that on your note. All right. Remember what I said. So if you want to reduce your spice of your curry, it's not about reducing the spice that you use, okay? The spice that you use or the chili. It's actually more of the fresh ingredient that you put in, okay? So chef, you have your onion. All right, let's get the onion into
Yes,
the
of
hot oil.
course.
All right.
Chef Rene, how about some people,
Yeah.
they say, okay, I don't want to use red onion. I want to use white onion. Is
So
it
the
okay?
white onion will be the brown Holland onion or the Bombay onion, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you can use that. The white onion, you can use it. The only difference, I would say, is the sweetness of the onion. Okay, and also the fragrance of the onion. So if you want to use the white onions, you can. All right, it's more sweeter. Okay, so your curry at the end, you will notice that it has a slight sweetness compared to the normal red onion. You can opt for it. You can go for the white onion. It's not a problem at all. But you will find the difference. You should try with white onion and the red onion. So now we get the onions sweating up. All right, saute the onions. So next, your garlic. Okay.
Okay, the garlic.
So the garlic, you slice the garlic. Okay, just slice the garlic. So on this recipe, if you see the garlic amount, if you prefer to have more garlic, you can add, okay? But do not go triple from the recipe, okay? What will happen is that the garlic will overpower your onions and other spices. So based on the recipe, if you're a fan of a garlic, all right, because seafood, right? Some people like a lot of garlic with seafood. So you can double up the garlic amount from the recipe that I provide. Okay, Chef Zamri, you catching up?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Then after the garlic,
Okay, so
Chef Rene?
so now you have the garlic, the onions in. All right, now it starts to sweat.
All right.
You get all the aroma out. So next is that you want to throw in your dry vinaigrette, your what do you call it? I call it. There's no mustard seeds. Okay, the coriander
Right.
seeds. You have it with you. All right, throw it in.
All right.
Okay. So now the mustard seed will start. The mustard seed will start to pop. So that shows the spice is cooking. All right. Next, you have ginger.
All right. Ginger.
All right. You have your ginger. So julienne up your ginger, or julienne. Basically, what it means is that so once you slice, okay, you have a slice ginger. So what you need to do is that from the side, just thinly slice them. So you got a ribbon. All right. Julienne is like a small ribbon. All right, or a fine ribbon. Okay, like this. All right. So pop it in, throw it in.
Okay.
So now you have your ginger working, your garlic, yeah, your onion working, your seeds working, the mustard seeds, the fenugreek. Now you start to get all the nice fragrance out. Okay, so just be careful on your fire. Okay, you want to work on it on a medium fry, on a medium flame. You don't want to over fry the onion. You don't want to get too brown. Okay, while you work on the other ingredients. So next, you grab your tomato and your curry leaves. Okay. All right. The curry leaf, you can just plug them in, throw it in, or you can throw the whole stem as you wish. So it will also prevent wastage if you remove you pull out with the stem, you put it in. But if you plug them, at least it helps when you serve to the guests, you're not going to get the stems on the plate, right? So that's why we plug it. So now you get the curry leaf working in. So again, on the curry leaf, please, you can always add extra out of the recipe. Why you can do this is that it also helps to get this curry fragrance out, and also to make your curry taste more refreshed from the curry leaf itself. All right, but you don't want to put too much where it becomes like a curry leaf gravy rather than a curry gravy. All right.
Yes.
Okay. So next, you have the tomato.
All right.
All right. You get your big tomato. All right, the large tomato. Remove the eye. Okay, so even the tomato, this tomato are grown here in the UAE. So remember, all these fresh ingredients, it's always good to get from your local source market. All right, help your local market or local vendors. Right, you have a lot of fresh ingredients back home or anywhere that you're from. So use up all the locally sourced ingredients is best, and it's always fresh, right? So you get the tomato, you cut it into half into four. So you get eight wedge out of a tomato. All right. So this tomato actually helps as a sour ingredient apart from the tamarind. Okay. And at the same time, the tomato kinds of garnish up or give the vibrant color, and also is the veg in your curry. All right, all tomatoes in, Chef Zamri? You got it?
Yes,
Okay.
Chef Rene.
So
Ready.
next, we have the okra.
Okay.
So let's
the
throw in the okra. Yeah, cut off the stem of the okra.
Right.
Okay, so you can always put the okra straight, one piece like this, but I would prefer just cut it slant, half, like that.
Okay.
Okay, so you can throw it in, the same. Okay, get the fire up a little bit more. So now you can start to smell all these fresh ingredient cooking up. You get all the flavors out, right?
Mm. I see the aroma of the
Yes.
herbs, the onion, garlic.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So, one tips for the audience, when you want to smell what you're cooking, all right, this is how you do it. From your hand, okay, you have your hand, where your pot is, and then you pull it to you. Yeah, Shazami, like that. Because you don't go your face towards the pot, all right? Don't go near like that to the pot, it's dangerous. Okay, so the audience back home, that's how you smell or try to get the aroma of your cooking. From here, you pull the aroma towards you. Okay, so all the fresh ingredients almost done. So we have the chili left, the fresh chili.
All right.
Remove the stem. All right, you got your chili there. You can always cut it half like that. Okay. All right. Throw it in. There you go. So now you get nice vibrant colors from the red, from the tomato, from the chili, the green from the curry leaf, from the okra. Okay. So Chef Zamri, any student watching with you today? Anyone, international students studying over there?
Yes, there's many students, but now most of them at their hometown because of COVID, and we're doing online class instead.
Yeah, okay.
Right, online cooking, online practical.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, and we have a student from all over the world. We have from Indonesia, from China. Just now, I have from Pakistan who stays in Dubai. I had a family in Dubai. Okay, his name is Wahaj.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
he's a bit shy. He's a bit shy.
So he's watching right now. So basically, I'm in Dubai. So if your parents want to try Malaysian food, just keep in touch with me. We'll do something for your parents, So now grab the dry powder. All right, your curry powder.
Curry
Mix
powder.
up 2 tablespoons to 3 tablespoons. Yeah, 2 tablespoons or 3 tablespoons of water. So mix up with some water, your powder. So what this will help on the powder is that it will kind of bloom, or you rehydrate the powder, okay? Because the powder is dry. So when you don't do this, what you will find, when you start to cook the spices, the powder, you will start to burn quickly, right? And once it's burned, all the bitter flavor will come out. Then it's not going to be nice for your curry. So you got the curry done with the water.
Yes.
So what you're going to do, throw it in now. All right, it will go in. Okay. So now you got the powder in, the spice in. So I can see there's a lot of viewers watching, all right, from different part of the world right now. Chef Zamri.
Yes. Hopefully
So
more
yeah,
will watch
there's a
this
few
video.
from there's a few from Australia itself. I can see a few from the States, from Dubai itself also, from UAE, Malaysia. There's a lot of Malaysians down there watching. Okay, so now you got the spice in, all right? You're cooking the spice. So what I mean earlier, by the oil starts to split with the spice. Hi, Chef Norman, welcome back. So
I'm just enjoying my popcorn
this is
here,
where it will happen.
watching two great chefs like cooking along. I was like, okay. You look so relaxed, like kacang.
Thank you, it's a pleasure. Yeah, when you just sit down, you know, you relax, let us do the cooking.
Yeah. Well, it'll be my turn this Friday anyway. But yeah, but this is fun actually to watch two great chefs like cook along. Yeah, but everything looks so good now. Wow.
All right, there you go.
Okay, so now you can start to see the spices starts to cook. What I mentioned earlier, if you remember, when the oil starts to split. So that is the indication when the spice is cooked. All right, so here I think I might need to put a little bit more oil because my pot is a bit big. So if you notice now, Chef Zamri, it starts to split up the oil. Okay, so this is the indication of the spice is cooked. Okay, so viewers at home who, I mean, some of you tried to cook curry or other gravies, other sauces that you use dry spice, right? So if you don't cook the spice proper or let the oil split, what will happen is that you're gonna get the raw flavor of the spice, and also you're gonna taste all this bitter flavor, you know.
Rene, talking about the spice, there's a question from Aratrika asking what are all the spices in the fish curry powder that's been used here. Some of us don't have access to Malaysian curry powder as the market. So do you want to explain? Yeah.
Okay, sure. So as I mentioned earlier, if you can't get an access of Malaysian curry powder, you can always opt for next best available curry powder. Okay. You can get the Thai version or you can get the Indian version, which is the Madras curry or fish curry. You can use that. But you can add additional, as I mentioned earlier, additional turmeric powder. You can add additional chili powder and also cumin powder. Okay. So that's the difference of the normal Indian spice curry powder compared to the Malaysian one. So as you wanted to know what you have in the curry powder itself, in the ingredients, so you have turmeric, dry turmeric powder, you have chili powder, you have cumin powder, you have coriander seeds, a little bit of coriander seeds, and then you have also ginger powder. Okay, so those are the main ingredients that you have inside. Yeah.
Okay.
There is a little bit of it. Yeah.
Okay. So I hope that answers Aratrika's questions. Yeah. Okay. Go for it.
Yeah. So as I mentioned earlier, all right, if it's hard for you to also ratio, all right, when you want to do your own spice, you need to ratio the spice. So to prevent that hard work, I would say, you can always, as I mentioned, opt for the next best curry powder available in the market.
Right.
Add additional 10% of turmeric powder, 5% of chili powder, and the coriander, a little bit of coriander and cumin powder. That's it. All right, then you'll be almost there. Okay, before you go and try to find Malaysian curry powder. So Chef Zamri, we're there. I can see now the oil has split. All right, you can see right now the oil is already starting to split. You get reddish. So you see more of the red and orangey vibrant color coming out. All right.
All right.
So what we need to do next? Okay. is that we have our seafood. Yes, that's the most important ingredient for today.
There you go. The seafood.
Yeah, cool. So first, we put in our crab. Okay, crab goes in. Shazamri, you love crab? You like crabs?
Yes, indeed. Indeed,
Yeah.
I love crab.
Everybody loves crab.
Especially the mud crab.
Yeah. So you got the crab in. The next thing to put in is the mussel. Okay.
All right.
Put in your mussel. And the fish we'll put on later. All right. Why? This kingfish or mackerel is quite fragile. And also it's very sweet. It's fresh. So you don't want to break the fish now. You don't want to end up with having a mushy or broken up fish fillet in your curry. Okay. You want to have a nice piece in your curry itself. Because the most important to cook first is the shellfish. Okay, because it needs more time, to cook. All right. Okay, you got your shellfish in. Now you have your prawns. Prawns goes in. All right. Wow, now you can see it's full of seafood. Okay. So make sure you're constantly stirring it. All right, careful though. All right, just fold it in. Make sure you don't break the whole seafood also. Right. Slow down the fire a little bit. All right, reduce the fire a little bit. So when you start to see all the shellfish, like for example, shellfish will turn color. It will turn a little bit more from the translucent. It will start to become whitish. It will start to become reddish. Like for example, the prawns, the crab will start to become red, a little bit orangey in color, right? And the mussel will start to open. So that indicates your seafood is partially cooked. It starts to cook, okay, and it's ready to be for the next ingredients to go in. Okay, Shazamri, all seafood in?
All seafood
So
in.
next,
Yes.
okay, next thing is that your dry or sliced tamarind. Pop it in.
Okay.
All right.
Tamarind.
Then you have your tamarind already soaked in water. Yeah.
Right. Ready.
So as I mentioned earlier, who just started to view, if you see on the recipe, make sure you see this tamarind, soaked tamarind that I use. Make sure you strain them before you pour it in your curry. Okay. Why? Because you don't want to end up having tamarind pulps or tamarind seeds in your curry. Okay. Yes. Yeah, Shazamri. Okay. So pour it in. Goes in.
Okay. Here you go. So I'm going to sieve.
You got to save. Okay. Make sure you strain it up. All right. As I mentioned earlier, you don't want to have the seeds in your curry. That's the last thing that you want to serve to your family, friends, or even the guests, right? You want to serve tamarind seeds. They ordered for a mixed seafood curry. They end up with tamarind seed curry.
Tamarind stew. There you go.
Tamarind stew, yeah. So now, bring up the fire up again. Okay. Let it start to simmer. Okay. Then on the side, I have an additional water, which is around 400 to 450 ml of water. Okay, earlier the water goes with the tamarind that was almost 300 ml. So now additional water to top it up. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Now it looks nice.
There you go.
Okay. So next thing is, the best thing is to wait for it to cook. So this needs a little bit patient, all right? But it's not going to take too long, okay? Normally curry, after you cook all the spice up, cook proper with the water, it will take another probably around 10 to 15 minutes, okay? Where to allow, again, the spice earlier to soak up all the flavors, the water to soak all the flavors of the seafood, all right? To balance it up and to cook again, to continue cooking your seafood and your vegetable and all other ingredients, okay? Cool. So it's looking nice now. All right. Don't forget the last ingredient to go in is your mackerel. All right, or the kingfish. So Chef Zamri, smelling nice,
Yep.
looking good.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So I think
Yep.
family back home is waiting for you to bring some back home. Yeah. The curry, yeah.
The best recipe, I think. This one is your grandma recipe, isn't it?
Yes, it's from my grandma, my late grandma. So she's from the north.
Oh, all right.
Even if you notice this recipe, we don't put coconut. Okay.
Yes, correct. That's why I wondering where did your grandma come from, because there is no coconut. Normally, if you talk coconut, it's more into the what you call it eastern India, Kerala side, something like that.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
That's where
Okay, guys, I'm back in. I'm waiting for my curries now. So one made in Dubai and one made in Kuala Lumpur, in Subang Jaya.
Yeah. So both will be delivered to you. So let's see which
I'm
one comes
celebrating.
first. All right.
I'm waiting with my roti Bengali. I'm not gonna eat rice, but I'm gonna eat with roti Bengali.
Nice. Yeah. Roti Bengali. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Chef Zamri,
That's the best.
the fish.
Yeah. Go.
Okay, the
Right.
fish ready.
So just drop in the fish. So make some space for the fish to be in the gravy. Okay, in the curry. Make sure it's soaked in. Okay. Chef Norman, be careful.
Yeah,
I can see
I'm
you're
celebrating now. Yeah. I live Malaysia now. I'm sure I'm not the only one. The viewers like, I bet they're all like celebrating now. Wow, look at that. Okay, right. So for anyone watching, please click the like button, and of course, don't forget to share this with all your friends. Okay. So unfortunately, we can't smell this beautiful curry, but you can help us by sharing this and click like button for all for both our chef here. Been doing such amazing job here. Okay, so let's carry on.
So while we're waiting for the curry to cook, as I say now, by the look of it, maybe it will take another around 8 to 10 minutes. Okay. So it starts to simmer. You can start again to see the oil start to split and also start to float. So this is also the indication again that your spice is properly cooked. Okay. So it's very, very important that your spice earlier, that you cook them proper. It's okay, take time. All right. Let the spice cook proper. It's very, very, very important. Okay. This is where your heart that you put in. All right. This is about Malaysian cooking. When you cook back home or about Malaysian cooking, all the ingredients you put your heart in, the time, all right, and also the patience.
Okay, right. Rene, we have another question from Lisa. She's asking, why do you add the tamarind after frying the seafood? It may overcooked. So that's a question. So
Okay. So
yeah.
the seafood earlier, okay, I was cooking it half cooked. All right.
Okay.
So it was only sweating it up. All right, to cook it together. As I mentioned, it was I didn't put the fish. If you notice, only shellfish, only seafood with shell. What that will do is that the spice earlier will also blend and also cooked up together with your shellfish, because the shellfish need a little bit more time to cook. Okay, but I didn't cook it fully before I put the tamarind juice. So when it's half cooked, then you can start to cook, to pour in your tamarind juice and the water and start to simmer. So that will also prevent the overcooking of your shellfish or seafood. So remember, the first things that's going in is that shellfish, your seafood, which is the shellfish seafood. Yeah. So if you have other types of fish that you want to put more inside, red fish, you know, you want to put salmon probably, or other type of fish that are available in the market for you or for the day, put it after, like what I did earlier. So after you have all the water in, the tamarind juice in, then you put in the fish.
Yeah. Right. Okay, great. Okay, good. So let's say hello to all of our viewers. We have Julia Wang watching, and then we have so Ivan Choi watching from San Jose, and then Alex Lee watching from Cattle Country. Where's the Cattle Country? Is that New Zealand? I'm not so sure.
Cattle Country. Right.
Cattle Country. Huh? Is that from
really
New Zealand or Australia? Huh? So Alex, perhaps you can tell us. Huh?
Yeah.
So, and then of course we have all our chef. We have Dave, Zaleha watching, and Mama Pearly, Chef Joe, right? Chef Joe, I'm gigit jari, not just gigit jari, just like everything. I'm celebrating now. So, well, Chef, I guess you want to tell us who's going to be eating your fish seafood curry after this? Zam, would it be your family or the cameraman?
Okay, I have here my head of school, Puan Siti.
Oh,
And
Puan
I have
Siti.
my cameraman. Yes.
Actually, would you mind bring her to the cameras? Like, because I haven't
Puan
seen her
Siti.
for
Yeah.
years. Puan Siti.
Yeah.
Come on, let's say hello to everyone, Puan Siti.
Puan Siti, yes. There you go.
Assalamualaikum, apa khabar?
How are you?
Hi, Puan Siti. How are
Yeah,
you?
very good, very good. So, oh, you can't hear, huh? Yeah, so, but thank you very much anyway for agreeing to do this and then get Chef Zam to cook along.
For the invitation as well, it is a pleasure for us to have it, Chef Zambi, especially to join this collaboration with Chef Rene. Hi, Rene. Chef.
Hi,
Long
good
time
to see you.
see.
Yeah, it's been a while, long time back.
Oh, so you know each other as well. Wow, such a small world. Huh?
Yeah. Before I moved to Abu Dhabi, when I decided to move to Abu Dhabi, that was the last time that I saw
Yeah.
What is it?
that we met. Yeah.
Datang ke Abu Dhabi.
Uh-huh.
So dia
Yes.
Yeah. Great.
It was 11 years ago.
Yeah.
11 years ago.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Puan Siti. Yeah. So after this, we're all gonna do like a reunion in Dubai. Okay. So I think Malaysia.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I would love to go and enter Queen Elizabeth II,
Yeah.
hotels.
That'll be good actually. Well, no,
A lot of memories.
Zam, Dubai is gonna be a stopover. Then your final destination is gonna be in Amsterdam or The Hague. Okay. So that's
Yes,
Yeah.
of
I'm gonna
course,
tell your
Rahman.
wife to make a plan now. Okay. I'm gonna tell Sue to make a plan now. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Right. Okay. So
just to
how we
check,
doing
Chef
with
Zamri, earlier
Yes.
I put some
Okay.
salt. Okay, I put some salt. Don't forget the salt.
Okay.
Okay, while
yes.
we were talking earlier, I put some salt. Okay, so make sure you taste the curry. Okay, salt is very important. All right, that's the main flavor at the end to enhance all the flavors into it and also make your curry finish. Okay, so enough salt now. You got the sourness from your tamarind earlier, right? Nice spice from the spice that we cooked earlier, the chili. You get all the ingredients, the curry leaf earlier, the tomato all now kind of enhanced, and now it's already blend with the seafood. Okay,
It's lovely.
So, yeah,
Very tasty.
enough salt.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Very good recipe.
Amazing.
I'm tasting it now.
Thank you.
It's,
Amazing.
wow. Very,
Thank
very
you.
amazing. Very, very tasty.
Thank you.
Enough sourness, good amount of curry powder there. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. Rene,
Thank you.
very good recipe.
Appreciate it.
You're proud
So
of your, what you call it, your grandmother recipe. Your great
Thank you so much.
grandmother recipe.
Yeah. She
Lovely.
must be really proud to know that we continue her recipe. So this is where we now. So now it's almost cooked, the curry. I think for you also, you already seasoned your curry. And now you can see the viewers at home. Okay, you can see the oil starts to split, the curry starts to become thick. So the indication that your curry is thick because the spice now kind of bloom, and also it starts to rehydrate together with all your gravy. So now it's nice, thick, nice sour to it, nice salt to it. You have enough spice to it, and all the seafood now, if I check, okay, is cooked. So the last thing to check is actually the last fish that we put in. Okay, there you are.
With the fish, yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's one piece, as I mentioned earlier, so it won't break. If you put your fish at the beginning, you will break the fish. That's the problem. Okay.
There you go.
So we're ready to plate up. I think now the curry is ready. Yours is ready as well.
Yes, of course, Rene.
Yeah. Okay.
Ready?
So now we have a bowl to serve. Okay. So for the garnish, I prepared some julienne chili. Okay, I have some julienne chili, some spring onion, and coriander leaf.
There you go.
Okay. So you get that nice, vibrant, fresh color. Okay. And then we have tomato as well, cherry tomato. The cherry tomato, you just cut it half. Okay, like that. You can put more cherry tomato if you wish, but this is more of the garnish. So let's lay it up. Okay, Chef Zamri, you ready?
All right.
So the
Ready,
fish, yeah.
Chef Rene.
So scoop up all your nice seafood. You got the muscle out, right? There you go. You got the muscle out. So let's build the our curry, because you have all the beautiful ingredients, right? So you want to show the ingredients. Okay, prawns, mussel, crab. You got the fish. Okay, so make sure you get all the nice ingredient that you already sauteed earlier, the onions, the curry leaf, the tomato. You get the okra out. Okay, plate up with the okra, nice cooked okra. So see the prawns? Wow. You got the prawns out. Again, lined it up, your mussel. The okra, the tomatoes earlier. Okay. Don't forget the chili. So see, you get the nice red vibrant from the chili. Oh, you can smell the whole curry now in the whole house.
Yes.
I think over there.
It's
right?
beautiful. I tell you, it's beautiful curry. Very great recipe.
So this curry today we're gonna serve it with rice. Okay, steamed rice. That's what we normally serve it back home. However, in the recipe you can also see my recommendation. Okay, I also recommend that you can also serve it with paratha, with bread, even maybe in Germany, like Gout was I see Gout just now watching, so you can get baguette over there. All right, I love it with baguette as well. So I have extra balanced curry from what I cook. The next day, what I did is that I toast some baguette, fresh baguette, some butter, soak it with this curry. Amazing. Okay, there we are, the last piece up. Okay. Cool. So let's garnish it up. So I have, as mentioned earlier, I have some coriander leaf, chili, julienne chili, spring onion, and then you have the tomato. Okay. So accompanying with the curry that we cooked today, all right. I have steamed rice. You can see that it's a little bit bright on the steamed rice. Okay. Chef Zamri, all good?
Yes, all good.
Lovely.
I'm scooping the steaming rice.
Yeah.
Yep, it's ready. There you go.
Lovely. Your curry looks amazing.
Yes, you too. Go.
All right. So I'm ready for my end here. So the curry is ready. So you got this mixed seafood curry, you can see now. So you can see the mussel. Okay, you have the prawns, nice big large prawns. You have the crab, the blue crab, and you have the mackerel, the okra is there, the tomato. So it's all balanced, nice, vibrant color. Now it's very tempting. So it's my lunchtime here now soon. So I'm gonna enjoy my curry for lunch. Okay. Back in Malaysia, maybe for dinner for you, Chef Zamri, right? Later on, you're gonna have it for dinner.
Yes. There you go.
Amazing. Look beautiful.
Unbelievable. That's my
Okay,
first
Chef
one.
Ahmad.
I wish I can just pick up from the screen just like that and then just put it on my
Yeah.
table here. Unbelievable. It's like there's a comment from Samara, like she stayed up like 2 o'clock in the morning for her. She
Oh,
stayed up just to
thank you so
watch
much.
this. So yeah.
Thank you. So It's,
And of
it's
course, you
worth
got
the wait.
many compliments from all the viewers saying how
Thank you.
delicious looking the seafood curry is. So definitely like something for everyone to try at home. I just want to say hello again to the people watching. God's from Munich. Yeah. So he says it's time for a second breakfast now in Europe. And seeing this, I'm
Yes.
getting so hungry. Yeah,
So
God, so
God, you
go
can
ahead.
take your fresh baguette down there or fresh bread.
Oh my
Go down
God.
and grab it and have it with the curry.
Yeah, seriously, I'm not the only one celebrating this, including your dad as well. I think he's been teasing me throughout the demo, Chef Joe. Yeah, so I bet he's celebrating as well. So, oh my God, I can't believe it. Well, okay, so anyway, don't forget that you can get this recipe, right, by downloading our e-magazine number 3, which is due out before this Friday. Okay, so and of course, this is a special recipe from your family, right, Rene?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. It is. Yeah.
So, Chef Zam, well, you're an
Yes.
expert in your field in the cooking anyway. So, how do you feel about this, the whole experience cooking along this for this MOMC campaign? How do you feel?
Well, it is good, because one thing,
Yeah.
you pairing a young chef and an older one. Then
Who's
the
the
other
young?
thing
Who's the
all
old? Who's the young? Who's the old? You both look young anyway.
you know. And the other thing is, you're sharing, Chef Rene sharing the cooking, and we cook along together. This is great thing. Hopefully there will be more thing like this, right?
Thank
And
you.
we
Yeah,
share
definitely.
the Malaysian cuisine, all right? Maybe Nusantara cuisine or whatever, all right? It is great. Hopefully, Chef Norman,
Definitely. Yeah.
we see each other more.
Well, I miss your chicken rice, Vinay. That's one thing that you have to get Chef Zam to do. Like every time I go back, and then I always ask for the chicken rice. He cooked for me once, so I'm sure after this, Chef Zam and Sue, the wife, are gonna have lots of friends. Okay, so we go and visit his house. Okay, their house for the chicken
You're all
rice.
welcome. If you buy,
Yeah.
okay, in KL in Malaysia, come over. Oh,
Thank you.
I go
Thank you.
to them. All right?
Yeah,
cook
yeah,
chicken rice.
definitely. Yeah, no, I'll come up with something. I cannot compete with your chicken rice. That's the best anyway I've tasted. So yeah, but yeah, I just want to say thank you very much for Chef Sam and Taylor's University, and good to see you at Pond City as well to say hello to all of us, and of course thanks to Rene for this wonderful
Rene.
wonderful recipe. Yeah. And then so before we say goodbye, I just want to remind everyone about this recipe. You can see the banner at the top there. If you want this recipe, you can always just join us. www.malaysianchef.com/join today. And thanks to Tourism Malaysia as well for collaborating with us. And we're very lucky because for our third magazine, e-magazine, so that's going to be distributed around the world. And also the office in Moscow has agreed to translate it in Russian as well, our e-magazine. Yeah. So how exciting is that? Yeah. So and also thank you to Matt John as well for allowing us to use the platform, the Facebook fan page. With I think they must have gone past 2 million followers now. Yeah. So Matt John. So and again, Chef Joe is going to be cooking online there. So tonight at 9 p.m. Malaysian time. So that's something that you can watch today. Yeah, so, and again, finally, thanks again to Taylor's University for taking part in this cook along. Yeah, Rene, do you want to say something? Do you want to say something before we go? Yeah.
Yeah. So very quick one. Chef Zamri, again, thank you. All right, pass my thank you and regards to everyone in Taylor's back in Malaysia, especially all the students. All right, now they can view this lovely video cook along with us. They can also take the recipes. They can try. They can even, like one of your students have their parents here in Dubai, can try the recipe here. There's other international students that can also share that recipes to their family back home, right?
Okay.
So the other viewers, right, thank you for popping in. Let's check the other recipes that's coming out through the week, all right? And check our Emacs that's coming out, and make sure you log in, all right, register with us, and get all the lovely recipe to cook.
Great. Okay, so we got about 20 seconds left. So I just want to say to Aratika, like watching from Vancouver as well. It's the 2
Wow, thank
a.m.
you.
for her as well. So yeah, if I forgot to mention your names who's watching, yeah, so I do apologize for that. But don't forget to follow us on YouTube, yeah, so Facebook and all our social media as well. So goodbye from us. Yeah, see you. Okay, tomorrow is gonna be Jackie's turn. So she's gonna be cooking with Breda University. Yeah, so that's something for you to watch. I'll be co-hosting as well. So see you tomorrow. Okay.
Lovely.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Take
Jeff.
care.
Bye, bye, Rene. Bye.
We're ready to go. Come on, come on, come on. Gotta make a move to get there right now. Somewhere nice that we can get away. Better than the ordinary day. You're my paradise. Malaysia, truly Asia.